How did you escape statism, and how long were you a statist roughly?
Well, the way that I look at it is and this is kind of funny because, when I was a kid, I was taught by my grandfather, who I loved deeply, uh, that he used to take me down the street to the local police station and they would give me, a little badge. And I would wear that and tell my parents, like, oh, I'm going to be a police officer when I grow up. And I was like 6 or 7 years old. I had no idea what I was talking about. But I knew that they were heroes in my eyes, because of, I was always told that they were the ones who fight bad guys. And that's what I believed. And of course, it didn't take very long to realize that these people were not heroes, because they would constantly show up at my house that I grew up in and harass my family and harass people I knew, and take people to jail for, the stupidest things. And he threatened to, I mean, they even, when I was a young kid, me and my sister were uh, playing on the front porch, and she called my neighbor a fart head. And then he called the police on us, and the police came, and they basically they came right up to us and told us that if we were to call our neighbor a fart head again, or any other name, that they were going to handcuff us and take us to jail. Now, obviously, I don't know that they would have actually done that, but who knows? The point is that I really hated them after that point.
Hmm.
And but more so, not just because of that, because I saw the way that they treated people and the way that they responded when, my little friend was getting beat up by an adult, just wailing on him, and the police just showed up late and didn't care, and basically were just like, well, he probably deserved it, kind of thing. And so I would say from a very early age, I've always been anti. I don't know. I guess maybe for the first like maybe 4 or 5 years of my life knowing about police, that I was kind of, for them, or like for any type of order followers or law enforcement. I never took to them past my teens. I really despised them, and I never wished anybody to be arrested. And I think that is probably why I am the way that I am. I'm not as vocal about that yet, um, because I feel right now with my work, I'm just really trying to get out a lot of very important information, and then I'll get to that as I
Right.
progress. But I would just say that, most of my life, I have not been a statist at heart, but I definitely would say that maybe by default, because of my ignorance, that I believed a little bit in, uh, some of the laws, but not really. I think more so, I was just kind of thinking, well, if the laws work on people who are bad, then I guess it's okay. Uh, which
Hmm.
it doesn't work that way. So for the most part, and I don't know, I don't really have the best answer for you on that.
No, it's okay. And some people might say too, like, well, some policemen can be good, but I think the point is that we're talking about their policemen. Not the fact that who they individually are. We know that each individual is different, but that sort of contradicts what they're trying to do, because they're saying everybody who commits this certain action is bad. And is that action bad, or is it bad because it's written on a piece of paper? Because most of the time, they're going to follow the commands of what's put on the piece of paper or what's told of them to do. And is
Yeah,
that actually what is right for them to do?
yeah, it's
So,
definitely not right.